Same town, same bus, same grade after school. Same faces in the hallway, trying hard to look cool. One kid with a guitar and a crack in the case. One tapping out rhythms on a desk in the back row space. One girl drawing posters for a life not here. One boy turning cheap headphones up to disappear. Nobody famous, nobody seen, just kids with a little too much noise under the skin. Street lights came early in our side of the map. Dreams felt big, but the rooms felt trapped. Windows half open, summer dust in the frame, like the air knew something we just couldn't name. I wrote lines in a notebook I never showed you. Play chords so soft, they barely held the road. But somewhere in the silence, under all the doubt, there was a sound trying hard to get out. Not a song yet, not a band yet, not a fire we could hold in our hands yet. Just a pulse in the dark, just a spark in the veins, just a feeling that tomorrow might not stay the same. Before the noise had a name, before the noise had a name, before the lights, before the stage, we were kids with our hearts half open, trying to find where the wild sound came from. Before the chorus, before the crowd, before we learned how to turn it loud. There was a city, there was a night, there was a flame. Before the noise had a name. You could hear it in the train when it shook the rails, in the hum of the stores, in the rooftop air, in the cheap amp buzz, in the sneaker squeak, in the way young blood runs when the days feel weak. We didn't know each other, not really, not then, just passing like shadows in the rush of 10. But music has a way of drawing lines through the dark, like it's building one map from 100 lost hearts. Mama said be careful, teacher said be real, but nobody tells you what a restless dream can feel when your chest gets full from a half-heard sound, and your whole small town starts to feel too small around. So we kept our little pieces, kept our little flames, kept unfinished melodies and half-written names. Not knowing all the chaos, the beauty, the cost, just knowing some kind of future was waiting to be crossed. Maybe it starts with a look in a dusty room, maybe with one wrong chord and a sudden truth, maybe with laughter, maybe with pain, maybe with strangers becoming a song one day. So let the night breathe in, let the neon stay, let the city hold its secrets one more day. We were closer than we knew to a life rearranged, standing on the edge of a sound not changed yet. Before the noise had a name, before the lights, before the stage, we were kids with our hearts half open, trying to find where the wild sound came from. Before the chorus, before the crowd, before we learned how to turn it loud. There was a city, there was a night, there was a flame. Before the noise had a name, before the noise had a name. Not a band yet, not a legend, not a claim, just young hearts leaning toward the same strange flame. We saw you in the hallway with the case in your hand, beat a black guitar in the no-sleep stance. I was tapping on the locker with the rhythm too fast, like I had too much thunder and no way to make it last. You looked up 1 second like you heard that beat, half a grin, half a shrug, then you kept your feet. Same old school, same bell, same drag every day, but that little moment hit different in a strange small way. One kid drew logos in the back of the class, one hum low melodies like they were built to last. One wore old headphones like a shield from the crowd, but I swear every quiet one had a heart too loud. We were all in the same town, same cheap fluorescent lights, still carrying sparks that got bigger at night. Didn't know the names yet, didn't know the plan, just knew what others with the same kind of static in their hands. We were the kids who heard static in the noise, in the dark, in the everyday traffic. Something broken, something magic, like a song trying to wake inside all the damage. We were the kids who heard static, not lost, just young and a little dramatic. Didn't have a stage, didn't have a map yet, just a strange wild sound and the nerve to chase it. Lunch break, music room door left open wide. You were picking out chords with nowhere to hide. I leaned on the frame like I wasn't impressed, but the truth is your mistake sounded better than my best. Then she came in laughing with pain on her sleeve, said you call that a hook, man I got 10 of these. We all laughed too hard like we known each other long. That's how some things start, not perfect, just strong. After school school by the bleachers. Somebody played a beat, somebody sang one line, somebody stomped their feet, and the air changed shape like the town leaned in, like the first page open with the cheap and piss. No big speech, no fireworks, no movie scene light, just a couple of kids in a red gold sky. But you could feel the current running under all the doubt, like whatever this was, it was trying to come out. Not a band yet, not a name yet, just unfinished fire with the place to aim it. One wrong chord, one laugh, one look, and suddenly the whole world sounded less shut. Maybe it starts in a hallway, maybe with noise nobody planned, maybe with all the lonely pieces finally finding where they land. So let the cheap strings buzz, let the notebook tear, let the teachers call it nothing, we could feel it in the air. We were closer than we knew to something bigger than our fear, like a song was building us before we learned to hear it clear. We were the kids who heard static, in the noise, in the dark, in the everyday traffic. Something broken, something magic, like a song trying to wake inside all the damage. We were the kids who heard static, not lost, just young and a little dramatic. Didn't have a stage, didn't have a map yet, just a strange wild sound and the nerve to chase it. Not stars, not even a band, just a spark passing quietly from hand to hand to hand. Small room, old amp, cable on the floor, window half stuck, paint peeling by the door. You came in with the kick drum beating your shoes. I had lines in the notebook and nothing to lose. You tuned slow, she laughed, so that chord sounds dead. Somebody hit the snare and the whole wall shook red. We were all a little weird, all pretending we were chill, but the air in that room had a different kind of thrill. No manager, no crowd, no logo on the wall, just four young hearts hoping something real would call. One cheap mic, one crack stand, one rhythm off time. Still somehow every mess started fitting in line. I said try it again, you said start from the top. Then the silence got tight right before the drop, and for 1 second there when the guitar came through, it felt like every lonely day was leading us to you. Not clean, not smooth, not ready yet, but there was something in the noise we couldn't forget. A little too loud, a little out of place, but the sound had a pulse and it knew our names. First room, first sound, shaking the dust up off the ground. Nothing perfect, nothing polished, just young hearts turning up what they found. First room, first sound, like a spark finally speaking out loud. Yeah, we were broken little pieces till the song started pulling us around. Yeah, 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 we played the same hook like 6 times through. Missed the stop, lost the beat, then the whole thing grew. You said wait, hold up, let the bass come in, and suddenly the chorus had somewhere to begin. She wrote one line on the back of a receipt, you changed one chord and the whole room breathed. That's how it happens, not a movie, not grand, just a couple of right wrongs landing hand in hand. Outside, the town stayed slow, didn't know our names, still acting like nothing inside had changed. But inside that room we could feel it move, like the future took shape every time we missed, then improved. No one said this is it, but we all stayed late, like leaving too early will be some kind of mistake. Even the quiet between songs felt right, like the walls themselves were learning how to hold our light. Maybe all great fires start this small, with cheap strings, cheap sticks, and a peeling wall, with the laugh in the middle of a bad first take, with the kind of young faith that refuses to break. So let the neighbors complain, let the old floor shake, let the room remember every sound we make. We were more than strangers by the end of the night, we were turning separate sparks into one new life. First room, first sound, shaking the dust up off the ground. Nothing perfect, nothing polished, just young hearts turning up what they found. First room, first sound, like a spark finally speaking out loud. We were broken little pieces till the song started pulling us around. Oh, 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 oh. No, oh, no, no crowd yet, no fame, no city looking down, just one little room and a brand new sound.
Achieve
cheap strings on the guitar, buzzing when they bend. Oh damn, coughing static like it's got one life left. Kick pedals, squeaks, tape holding down the mic, but we walking like the room's about to change tonight. Coins in our pockets, dreams in our bags. One crack snare, one hoodie, one stack of loose straps. Same little town, same people saying be smart, but nothing ever smart hits harder than a hungry heart. You wrote hooks on receipts, I wrote lines on my wrist. He kept chasing that riff that he almost always missed. She said play it one more time, the mess has a shape. And suddenly all our chaos sounded less like a mistake. We didn't have much, but we had enough. A place after school and a reason to turn up. No spotlight love, no famous last names, just a room full of sparks trying to learn our own flame. Let the wires shake, let the cheap wood sing. Sometimes truth sounds best through broken little things. No gold gear, no polished dreams, still the sound in our chest kept cutting clean. Let the wires shake, let the cheap wood sing. Sometimes truth sounds best through broken little things. No gold gear, no polished dreams, still the sound in our chest kept cutting clean. Chords on cheap strings, young hearts making something out of nothing. No money, no map, no perfect timing, still we made the room start shining. Chords on cheap strings, every wrong note turned to something living. Not pretty yet, not easy to bring, but it felt like us on those cheap strings. We stayed till the moon sat high on the glass. Neighbors hit the wall, but we only played louder back. Someone missed the change, someone rushed the beat. Then we laughed so hard the whole floor moved under our feet. That's how it grows, not clean, not planned. Just late night noise turning strangers into a band. One chord too sharp, one chorus too long, then one magic second where it all locked on. Outside, buses stop, streetlights turn pale. Inside, our little world was starting to prevail. Like the room got wider every time we tried. Like the future cracked open just enough inside. No rich kids set up, no silver screen scene, just dust in the cables and a stubborn bright dream. But I swear those nights had a beautiful sting, like hope learned how to breathe through a rusted old string. Maybe one day we'll laugh at the buzz in the amp, at the duct tape stand and the drum skin stamps. But right then it felt like the start of a name, like every rough edge was feeding the flame. So let the gear stay cheap, let the city stay small. We were building something bigger than the room on the wall. Not because we had it all, not because we looked cool, but because the sound got real every night after school. Chords on cheap strings, young hearts making something out of nothing. No money, no map, no perfect timing, still we made the room start shining. Chords on cheap strings, every wrong note turned to something living. Not pretty yet, not easy to bring, but it felt like us on those cheap strings. No stage yet, no headlines, no king. Missed the cue twice, guitar came in late. Drummer lost the turn at the edge of 8. Bass went muddy, mic cut out halfway. Still somehow the room kept leaning our way. No clean studio, no polished tape, just chip floor tiles and the buzz of the fake. Little practice room with the window stuck shut, and 4 young hearts trying not to let up. He said, man, we're messy, she laughed, yeah true. Then sang the rough line and the whole air moved. I looked at all of us in that cheap dim light, thinking maybe being real hits harder than right. We were never the cool kids walking in clean, more like storming our shoes and ink on our sleeves. Still, every time we played through the cracks in the strain, it felt like the truth that allowed a name. Some bands got money, some got all the gear, some got clean little songs that disappear. We had bruised up chords and a stubborn flame, the kind that gets brighter every time it gets named. Stayed after school till the buses were done, living off snacks and a half-dead drum. Argued on tempo, laughed at the breaks, then found gold for a second in the mess we made. No one in town was waiting on us, no posters, no hype, no glitter, no buzz. But every wrong note taught us where to lean, how to hold the sound up with a half-built dream. And I swear when the chorus landed crooked but strong, it felt more alive than a perfect song. Like the heart of the band wasn't skill or style, it was staying in it when it took a while. Let the edges show, let the rough parts ring. We were never made to be shiny little things. If the beat slips out, we'll still bring it back. Some souls sound better with a little dirt in the track. We don't play perfect, we play like it matters, like the room might break. play away. Lord, maybe one day the timing gets tight. Maybe one day the crowd knows the lines. Maybe one day these small town walls hear our name and remember it all. But tonight ain't about getting it clean. It's about finding out what alive really means. In a missed downbeat world with a half-tune song, we were building something honest all along. So let them say rough, let them say unready. We were young, we were loud, we were more than steady. Every flaw had a pulse, every break had a spark, and the sound kept growing like a light in the dark. We don't play perfect, we play like it matters, like the room might break from the weight of our laughter. We don't play perfect, but we mean every sound, and that's the kind of fire you can't smooth out. We don't play perfect, no, not even close, but the truth in our chest hits harder than most. So let the strings buzz, let the whole thing shake. We don't play perfect, we play away. We play away. We play away. No perfect ending, no perfect take. Just four young hearts learning what to make. Well, bell rang out, but we didn't move. Sun dropping slow through the classroom blue. One old guitar and a page half torn, like something small was waiting to be born. You played four chords that weren't much at first, just a little light wrapped up in the dirt. I tapped the desk, he found a bass line low. She sang one word and the whole room glowed. Dust in the window, bags by the chair. Teacher gone home, just a noise in the air. Nobody said it, but we all leaned in, like the quiet itself knew where to begin. I had a line in my notebook I never used. You changed one phrase, made it hit like truth. Then we played it back, and for one long breath, it felt like our names had outgrown the desk. Not a borrowed song, not somebody else's fire. This was our little spark climbing higher. One line, one chord, one after school sky, and suddenly our hearts had a place to land inside. One song after school, that's all it took. A few young hearts in a worn out room to turn our days into something true. One song after school felt like the world moved. Not big, not loud, not famous yet, but the first real thing we could call our own. He said the chorus needs a little more air. She laughed and leave some space in there. I said, what if the bridge just tells the truth, and the whole thing opened like a door we pushed through. We missed a cue, then found it again, like even our mistakes were starting to blend. No perfect lines, no polished design, just young blood learning how to sound alive. Outside, the buses kept rolling away, street lights waking up at the edge of late. But inside that room, time bent a little, like the night itself was listening in the middle. And when we hit that hook the second time, I swear the walls threw back our light. Not because it was great, not because it was clean, because it finally sounded like the life we mean. Maybe no one else would hear what we heard in that cracked up rhythm in those half-shy words, but to us it felt like the start of a road, like a tiny brave future learning how to unfold. So let the daylight fade, let the hallway dim. We were building more than a melody then. We were turning our doubts into something full, just four young hearts and one song after school. One song after school, that's all it took. A few young hearts in a worn out room to turn our days into something true. One song after school felt like the world moved. Not big, not loud, not famous yet, but the first real thing we could call our own. No crowd outside, no posters, no rule, just our whole beginning after school. And fold-up chair, small stage, cables in a knot, handwritten sign by the doorway, name half crooked on the board, coffee in the corner, lights still running cold. We were tuning shaky hands like we were trying not to show. He checked the stand twice, she fixed the mic stand. I kept reading old lines with the sweat on my hands. Outside, people walked by like the night was the same. Inside, our little world was waiting on a name. No sold-out room, no city press, just a few friends early and a chest full of stress. You said if nobody claps, we still play it through. And somehow that one sentence made the whole air true. I looked at the amp, at the tape on the wire, at the cheap black guitar we dragged through all that fire. And I thought maybe this is what becoming feels like. Not a perfect big break, just a first small light. Someone tested the spotlight, just lit in the beam. Like even the dark had room for a dream. The host misread our name, half the room didn't care. But to us, every second felt electric in the air. We heard plates in the back, heard the low crowd talk. He tapped sticks on his knee while I practiced the stars. She smiled like don't freeze, just look where we've come. From after school noise to a stage with a hum. No one famous in the seats, no labels in the hall. Still my heart beat it harder than I'd ever known it all. Cause it wasn't about numbers, not that night, not yet. It was proof all our rough little songs could exist outside our heads. Then the room went dim and the chatter felt thin. One breath, one count, one look, and the whole night leaned in. Lights for nobody yet. Still we burn like they knew us. Still we gave the dark a voice and turned our nerves into music. Lights for nobody yet, but they landed on our faces. And for one shining minute, we were more than almost famous. Lights for nobody yet. No, not that kind of glory. Just enough to show us we were finally inside the story. First chord rang out and the fear broke clean. Like the song knew better than the doubt in me. The room stayed small but the sound got wide. And every missed night dream came running alive. Maybe only 10 people heard that hook. Maybe half of them barely looked. But I swear when we hit that final line, it felt like the future answered right on time. So let the crowd be thin, let the table shake, let the city sleep on every move we make. We had a mic, a light, a reason to stay, and that was enough for the start of our name. Lights for nobody yet. Still we burn like they knew us. Still we gave the dark a voice and turned our nerves into music. Lights for nobody yet, but they landed on our faces. And for one shining minute, we were more than almost famous. Lights for nobody yet. No, not that kind of glory. Just enough to show us we were finally inside the story. No encore, no headlines, no big sunset. Just one small stage and lights for nobody yet. Nobody. Let's go. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Same cheap van, same guitars in the back, same taped up mic and the same black straps. But the line by the door looked longer tonight, and the room had that buzz like a storm full of light. Posters on the wall with their name spelled right, that alone felt crazy in the neon white. You said don't look out, but I looked anyway. Saw kids in our shirts and forgot what to say. Drummer hit sticks on the rim like a clock. Bass kept humming low while the whole place talked. I could feel my heartbeat trying to outrun the sound, like the song wanted up before the lights went down. Then the host called us out, and the room leaned near. Not huge, not wild, but enough to make it real. And when we took our spots with the cables at our feet, it felt like every bad night led us straight to that beat. One breath, one count, one look across the stage. Old fears, old doubts, all burning off at once. No turning back when the amp lights glow. The fire starts small, then everybody knows. Go! First crowd, first fire. Hands up higher in the room rose with us. First crowd, first fire. Our little after school sound blew open in the rush. We were louder than fear, brighter than doubt, turning all those dead end days inside out. First crowd, somebody sang it back. Not the whole room, just enough to crack something wide open deep in my ribs. Like the dream left a notebook and started to live. She smiled through the mic like she couldn't believe. He slammed that feeling, the whole floor breathed. I saw strangers move like they knew our names, and for one wild minute nothing stayed the same. No record deal, no cameras in the air, still the heat in that room felt bigger than rare. Friends in the front row shouting every line, and kids by the bar turning slowly to the light. Then the bridge dropped quiet and the whole crowd stayed like even their silence had learned our shape. That's when I knew this wasn't just noise anymore, it was a real life thing people came for. Maybe this is how a future first speaks, not in gold, not in fame, just a room on its feet with sweat in the air and a hook in the dark, and 100 young hearts catching one little spark. So let the city sleep, let the old world wait. We were making our own kind of gravity. Every shout, every clap, every voice in the wire turned our small town sound to a first bright fire. First crowd, first fire, hands up higher and the room rose with us. First crowd, first fire, our little after school sound blew open in the rush. We were louder than fear, brighter than doubt, turning all those dead end days inside out. First crowd, first fire, yeah, that was the night the spark ran through us all. Yeah, that was the night the spark ran through us all. No kings yet, no legends, no empire, just our first real crowd and our first real fire. No kings yet, no legends, no empire.
Same room, same lights, same name on the wall, but the air felt different after the last big call. More people knew the songs, more people knew the face, and somehow that little wind put distance in the space. He wanted tighter drums, she wanted softer lines. I kept chasing words that never hit on time. You said play it cleaner, somebody rolled their eyes, and the silence after that was louder than the night. Used to laugh through mistakes like they were part of the art. Now every missed little cue hit straight at the heart. Same cheap and buzzing, same floor underfoot, but the room lost some warmth, we all swore it once had. I saw you tune in quiet, jaw set like stone, like success had pulled each of us somewhere alone. No one said we're breaking, no one slammed the door, but the chorus didn't hold like it had before. And I felt it in the gap between the count and the start, in the half-second pause where the rhythm fell apart. Still the song kept moving, still the hook tried to shine, but little cracks were growing in the center of the line. There were cracks in the chorus, small at first, but they cut through us. Same song, same stage, same fire before us, but it didn't sound the same anymore. Cracks in the chorus, not enough to end us, just enough to warn us. We were still singing loud, but the spaces in between got harder to ignore. Late bus home, nobody talking in the back, just city lights sliding down the window black. Used to trade dumb jokes, cheap snacks, bad ideas. Now everybody wore their own tight little fears. One said why change now, one said why stay small. One wanted bigger rooms, one wanted none of it at all. I said can we breathe, but the words came out then like even peace sounded tired in a state we were in. It wasn't hate, wasn't some dramatic scene, just pressure in the wires where the sparks have been. Just too many nights, too much hope packed tight, turning every little note into a test of who was right. And the worst part was this, we still sounded good, good enough that nobody outside us understood. They heard the hook fly clean, heard the crowd call more, didn't hear the quiet war behind the final chord. Maybe all young bands bleed like this, from the weight of a dream they were too in love to quit. Maybe every bright flame casts a harder shade when your name gets real and the innocence fades. But I still saw first room under all the noise, the dust, the cheap strings, the rush in our voice. So I held that memory like a light in the storm, wondering if a broken song could still be reborn. There were cracks in the chorus, small at first but they cut through us. Same song, same stage, same fire before us, but it didn't sound the same anymore. Cracks in the chorus, not enough to end us, just enough to warn us. We were still singing loud, but the spaces in between got harder to ignore. No final
practice tonight, just a room in the dust. Old amp in the corner like it's tired of us. Sticks on the floor when chair turn wrong, like the place still remembers where we lost the song. I came in alone with the key in my hand. Lights stay low, didn't need them too bright. Too many words got burned in the heat. Now even the silence knew how to bite. Used to fill this room with laughs and noise. Now every echo felt sharp and thin. I touched the strings but I didn't play, like I was scared of hearing where we've been. Maybe we pushed too hard on a half-built flame. Tried to make it bigger before it had air. Maybe being young means breaking the shape and learning what can bend without tearing there. No one wins when the fire turns wild. No one hears when the hurt stays quiet. So I let the night slow down in me, like maybe healing starts with breathing. Break and breathe, that's how we don't disappear. Not every storm means ending, not every silence means fear. Break and breathe, let the hard parts loosen their grip. We were never made of iron, we were made to feel and live. Then you walked in slow, didn't say much first. Just looked at the room like it's still my work. Said I've been mad and laughed without joy. Said I think I forgot we were just some kids. I said yeah, me too, I wanted it big. Wanted every song to prove something fast. Wanted a dream so hard in my hands that I nearly broke the thing that made it last. Then she came and laid with a coffee cup. Sat on the floor, said can we start small? No one made speeches, no dramatic scene. Just high young voices telling the truth at last. We talked till the moon leaned into the glass. About pressure, about pride, about moving too fast. And for the first time in a while the room felt warm, like honesty itself was changing the storm. Maybe we don't need to fix it tonight. Maybe we just need to sit in the light. Maybe the band is more than a win. Maybe it lives in the way we come back again. So let the drums stay quiet, let the wires rest. Let the chords come later when the heart's reset. Not broken beyond, not done, not through. Just learning what love for a sound can do. Break and breathe, that's how we don't disappear. Not every storm means ending, not every silence means fear. Break and breathe, let the hard parts loosen their grip. We were never made of iron, we were made to feel and live. That's how we don't disappear. Not every storm means ending, not every silence means fear. Break, bend, breathe, let the hard parts loosen their grip. We were never made of iron, we were made to feel and live. No final goodbye, no clean release. Just one deep breath in the middle of the beat.
Guards lay low, dust in the yellow air. Old amp in the corner, same tear in the chair. I got there first, heard the street go still, like the night was waiting to see if we would. Then the side door moved and you stepped in slow. No big speech, just a quiet yo. Guitar on your back, that same black case. Funny how one small word could soften the place. He came in next with the sticks in his hand, tapped the rim once like a test of the land. She dropped the bag, said so what we got. And for the first time in weeks nobody fought. Just a half smile laugh, they used to live here small, but enough to break the edge off the fear. We tuned in silence, but it wasn't the bad kind, more like four tired hearts trying to realign. No magic reset, no clean rewind, just a little warm light and a little more time. And somehow there was enough to begin. Let the room hold us till the sound comes in. You played that riff from the days before the cracks. Softer this time, not trying to prove anything back. I found the line that I couldn't say then, put it in the verse and let it breathe again. He kept the tempo light, she opened up the hook. No one forced the moment, no one overcooked. We let the song come easy, let the rough edges stay. Like trust sounds stronger when it grows that way. Outside, the town still looked the same as before. Same dim streets, same grocery store. But inside that glow by the peeling wall, it felt like maybe we hadn't lost it all. Not because the hurt disappeared overnight, not because we solved every wrong thing right.
dancing through, and the sound came back with a different truth, yeah. Back to the garage glow, back where the young hearts know how to turn a worn out room into a place the future grows. Back to the garage glow, where the cheap strings still hold hope. Not the same as before, but maybe even more alive than we know. Maybe coming back is the hardest part, not to the room but to each other's hearts. Not with a perfect fix, not with a grand excuse, just with open hands and something real to lose. So let the yellow light stay soft and low, let the quiet little chorus slowly show. We were never only built for the fire, we were built for the nights that rebuild desire. And if this sound now carries a scar, then maybe that's what makes it ours. Not the cleanest song, not the brightest gold, but the kind that lasts because it learned to hold it. Back to the garage glow, back where the young hearts know how to turn a worn out room into a place the future grows. Back to the garage glow, where the cheap strings still hold hope. Not the same as before, but maybe even more alive than we know. Oh, 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 oh,
No crowd tonight, no need to show, just us, one chord, and the garage glow.
yeah. Same old street, same flicker in the store sign glow. Same bus stop bench where we used to talk big with nowhere to go. Same little town saying keep it safe, keep it small. But we kept hearing something bigger in the cracks of these walls. From the garage like dust to the half-filled rooms, from the cheap and buzz to the after-school fumes. Every wrong note, every late night ride, every almost break stayed burning inside. We were kids with black cases and pockets too thin, with a map full of doubts and a spark under skin. No famous blood, no shortcut lane, just one wild sound trying to outrun the rain. Now I look at the stage and the lights hit wide, see my people in the front with our whole past in their eyes. And I know every scar in the song it worth. We built this fire from the edge of a small town earth. Let the drums kick hard, let the whole floor shake, let the years in our chest finally wake. No more hiding what we came here to say. We were always bigger than this town gave. We're louder than our town, louder than the doubts that try to hold us down, louder than the nights we almost let it go. Now the whole room knows we're louder than our town. Hands in the air, let the young heart sound. From the garage glow to the crowd right now. We were never too small, we were just waiting to be found. Yeah, we're louder than our town. I see the kid by the bar with a guitar case strap, looking at the stage like his whole life's trapped in that. I know the stare, I know that ache, the one that says please let there be another way. So we play for the broke nights, the missed last trains, for the cracked up strings and the old school pain, for the friends who stayed when the rhythm got hard, for the ones who still carry young fire in the dark. This ain't about fame, not the kind they sell, it's about proving that the dream rang true as hell, that the rooms we almost lost in the songs we rebuilt turned into something no silence could kill. And when the chorus comes back, hear the whole place rise, like our little hometown learned how to open its eyes. Not polished to death, not made for the trend, just a real life sound that refused to end. So here's to the first room, the cheap strings, the dust, to the cracks in the chorus that didn't finish us, to the nights we've been, to the nights we came through, to the truth getting louder every time we stay true. If tomorrow gets big, let it come, let it run. We already won something before the win was won. We found a voice where the street lights drown, and turned one small spark to a citywide sound. We're louder than our town, louder than the doubts that try to hold us down, louder than the nights we almost let it go. Now the whole room knows we're louder than our town. Hands in the air, let the young heart sound. From the garage glow to the crowd right now. We were never too small, we were just waiting to be found. Yeah, we're louder than our town.
borrowed crown. Just our names in the noise, louder than our time.